Since the beginning of time, men have asked the question that they've wrestled with all their lives. What is truth? Webster defines truth in his dictionary as facts, actuality. Does 2 plus 2 equals 4? Is 3 plus 3 6? That's truth. That's a fact. That's an actuality. Today, you're asking yourself the question, well, what is truth for me? What is truth for you? Well, what is truth for you may not be the same truth for me. Where do we come to common ground? Where do we come together to say, this is the meaning of truth? It's what is best for me and nobody else. Is that how you feel in your heart? Do you always want to live and do everything just for you? Do you have a family? Do you have siblings? Do you have parents? Do you have a spouse? The truth that you live out is a truth that you believe. Why would you live out something you don't believe in? So what is truth? Fact, actuality. I'm seated in a chair right now. That's a fact. It's truth. What do you believe truth is today? For me, truth is right and wrong. We have a moral compass inside of our heart. That compass tells us what is right and what is wrong. That's what I believe. That is truth for me. Is that what you believe? Is that truth for you? What is right? What is wrong? Do you believe that it's okay to cheat on your taxes? Does it not bother you? Is that your truth? Now, it bothers me. And it bothers my wife even more because she's a CPA. She's not going to let me cheat on my taxes. Because her truth is what is right and what is wrong. And she knows that if you don't pay your taxes, the IRS is going to find out about it and they're going to pay you a visit. That's truth for her. Does that bother you? It bothers her. You look into the sky and you see a beautiful sky. You see a tornado coming. You know that it had to come from somewhere. Where did it come from? How did you get here? What do you believe about creation? What do you believe about yourself and why you are where you are in life right now? Do you believe that there's a God? Do you believe that He even exists? You hear that and you hear people talk about that, but you've never read much about God. And you can read about God and you can discover who God is by reading the book that He has given to man called the Bible. A young lady many years ago could not speak, she could not see, and she could not hear. Her name was Helen Keller. Helen Keller was untamed. Her family and her teachers could not communicate with her because she could not see, she could not hear, and she could not speak. And so a lady came into her life whose name was Annie Sullivan. And Annie Sullivan taught Helen Keller about life. She taught her about truth. She taught her how to read. She taught her how to write. And one day, Annie Sullivan believed in her heart that it was time for Helen Keller to learn this one truth, that there is a God and that He does exist. And so, as she was teaching Helen Keller about God, Helen Keller said this to her teacher, Annie Sullivan. I knew who he was. I just didn't know his name. You see, when God creates us, and He does, He puts the knowledge of Him in our heart. Even if we've never heard His name, we know that He is a supreme being. And today, I want to encourage you to learn who God is. I want you to get a book that I believe is the greatest book ever written. And it's called the Bible. And I want you to take that Bible, and today I want to encourage you to find this book in the Bible, and it is spelled John. John. I want you to go to the book of John and just start reading in the book of John. And then as you read in the book of John, I want you to pray this prayer. God, I believe You're out there somewhere. And I do believe that You do exist. I just want to know more about You. Reveal Yourself to me as I read Your Word. You let me know what God says to you after you read the entire book of John. God bless you. I love you.